There has been so many videos, and I'm part of the problem, dissecting what is the quarterback battle of Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew. And before I break down my thoughts on exactly what happened quarterback competition-wise in week 1 of the preseason, I just need to explain myself. If you're new to the channel, I've been beating the drum that Aiden O'Connell is going to be the starter for the 2024 Las Vegas Raiders since before the NFL draft, since before last season ended. And if you don't believe me, check the tape or ask people in the comments who have been here. Second thing I need to say before we hop into all this, I do not have a dog in this fight. I don't care who starts as long as we have a chance to win at least 10 games, because I think we're on the same page here. It's going to take at least 10 wins to have a shot at making the playoffs. And right now, Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell are in a heated quarterback battle. And I think, for my eyes, I'm not saying Antonio Pierce is leaning one way or another, Luke Getsy, the fans, although Antonio Pierce has made it clear what he's looking for in a quarterback, which I think one of these quarterbacks showed a better capability to do so in this game than the other. What I've gathered from this one preseason game, which is not a lot, but also from what I've heard about reports during training camp and OTAs, I think one of the two quarterbacks took a step ahead in the competition. And also, I need to say this. Both of them played extremely well. Both of them kind of did exactly what I thought they were going to do. And at some point in this video, we're going to hop into some actual game film and break that down pass by pass. But for right now, I need you to just do this for me. Hit that like button. It helps a lot. It helps take this video and throw it to other people, which gets me more views, which of course is not why I'm doing it, but it does help. Leave some comments. Who's going to win the quarterback competition? And last but not least, subscribe. We're trying to get to 10,000 before the new league year. By the time this video comes out, we might have already hit 8. Let's get to 9. Let's get to 10. About 70% of the people that watch my videos aren't yet subscribed, but they keep coming back for more. If you're one of those 70, hit that button. Let's hop into it. Aiden O'Connell v. Gardner Minshew. It's such an intriguing quarterback battle because they both do different things well. Aiden is more of a standard pocket passer, Tom Brady prototype type quarterback who likes to read the field and make good decisions. Gardner Minshew is more that Brett Favre gunslinger, big play, boomer bust, move outside the pocket, right? And you have to understand, it's not about what you or I want as a quarterback. It's about what Antonio Pierce has made it very clear about what he wants. And he said over and over again, manage the game, keep the ball in the hands of the offense, smart decisions, good reads. That's all we need to win football games. And that is true because not only do we have a top 10 defense, top 5 defense, but we have one of the best offensive weaponry arsenals in the National Football League. Everybody from Devontae to Jacoby to Michael Mayer to Brock Bowers to Zeus, Amir Abdullah, Dylan Laube. Did I say Trey Tucker? DJ Turner caught a touchdown. The list goes on and on. So right now, Antonio Pierce has made it clear that he wants a safer option at quarterback. However, that doesn't just rule out Gardner Minshew because you have to see what happens when they play. And when they played in this game, it was very clear to me early on that Aiden O'Connell significantly improved a key aspect of his game from year 1 to year 2, and that was his pocket presence and his footwork. There were times last year where he struggled to field a rush, and there was one play in particular this go-around in this preseason game where he got the ball out of his hands right before getting sacked instead of getting sacked, and then that time he got sacked on 3rd and goal. I don't really blame it on him. That was a backup offensive lineman, a backup left tackle. If Colt Miller was in that game, you probably don't call that play. You probably don't get sacked in that situation. I think it was very clear early on, and like I said, we're going to jump into the film here, that Aiden O'Connell is a better pocket passer of the two quarterbacks, is a better game manager of the two quarterbacks. He has a better arm, and he makes smarter decisions. And that's why I believe, even though Gardner did his thing and he was okay, he was actually better than okay. He wasn't great, but he was good. That's why I still believe, though, that Aiden clearly came out of this the front runner to start. And I'm not giving you my opinion, although I also think that Aiden should start. I'm just telling you based off of what Antonio Pierce has told us. Aiden O'Connell has shown an ability to make the smarter decision. He had a bunch of plays in this game that I don't think Gardner Minshew would have made, because Gardner Minshew, opposite of Aiden O'Connell, does not have great pocket presence. In fact, I would say he has bad pocket presence. And that's only because of his ability to scramble. He relies on it kind of as a crutch, which creates problems in terms of staying in the pocket and making the right reads. And there was a couple throws that Aiden made that Gardner Minshew would not have made in that scenario because he would not step up. However, there was a scramble for a first down by Gardner Minshew, and there were a couple plays where Gardner moved around in the pocket and made some nice throws that Aiden is not susceptible to do either. So it comes down to not what we want, right? Do you want the gunslinger or do you want the game manager? Doesn't matter. It's what AP wants. And Gardner Minshew did his thing, okay? It was a complete Gardner Minshew experience. He threw a terrible pass behind Wilkerson where he had to catch like this, where he could have gotten 20 yards off, and instead it's an incompletion. Then he comes back and drops a dime to Trey Tucker. Then he comes back with a delay of game that goes from 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 11. And then he converts that 3rd and 11, right? He gets Harrison Bryant killed, and he also throws a great touchdown pass to DJ Turner. To me, watching Gardner Minshew, who is also capable of leading us to 10 wins. That's what I want to make something very clear here. Gardner Minshew could win us 10 games. So can Aiden. I just think after watching that one game, and again, it's just one game, that Aiden gives us the better chance to do so because we're going to turn the ball over less. And when I was watching Gardner Minshew, I hate to say it, but it gave me Jimmy Garoppolo energy, and I am just tired of Jimmy Garoppolo energy. I don't want to hold my breath every time Gardner Minshew throws the football, every time a ball is in the air. Which brings me to the film, which we're going to hop into right now. We're going to throw that up on the screen. Boom, let's get it. Film session with me. Okay, so I have to fast forward through this film session, which is about 10 minutes. But if you want to see it, it's going to be up on Patreon. It's a Patreon exclusive video. I break down the film of Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew. The reason I can't post on YouTube is because it uses content and videos from the NFL. And if I do that, they won't let me upload the video or they'll demonetize me. And this is kind of my livelihood. So if you want to see me break down the film, $5 a month, that's it. If you want to just join, watch the video, and then cancel it, that's fine too. But it's up there. You get your name at the end of the credits. You get content like this. You get videos early. Patreon.com/ALLaBorde Raiders to see this film breakdown. And now we're going to fast forward. All right, that was a good film session. And now we are back to reality. Whoop, there goes gravity. Here's the beautiful thing about Aiden and Gardner both playing well in the preseason. It just shows you that, again, you do not need to panic when there are reports in training camp about how bad the offense is. Now, look, people were saying, is it bad offense? Is it good defense? Is it a combination of both, right? Right now, and this is one preseason game, again, pump the brakes. I'm just going off of what we've seen. It seems as though it's great defense trumping what would be a bad offense, because we played against the ones in Minnesota for a drive, most of them anyway, went right down the field. Minshew, on the other hand, because he got the bulk of the second quarter snaps, and this is, again, something we have to talk about. Minshew looks very good against backups. I'm not knocking Gardner Minshew. I'm not trying to sway you into thinking I'm Team Aiden versus Team Gardner. It doesn't matter to me. This is the reality we live in. Gardner Minshew played against mostly twos. Aiden played with a mix of ones and twos. Now, Gardner Minshew was also throwing to some twos, which matters as well. Antonio Pierce has said after the second preseason game, we're going to make a decision, or most likely, right? He said he would like to, and then people are like, oh, he said he's going to do it. He might not, but he said he would like to make a decision. I think it's going to be Aiden O'Connell, but here's the great thing. I think we're in decent hands either way. I think we'd be better with Aiden. Our ceiling is higher with Aiden. He's going to protect the ball. He's going to play to the strengths of the offense and to the strengths of the defense by chewing up a lot of clock. We got to convert in the red zone. And here's another thing we have to talk about. The offense looked this good with no Devontae, no left side of the line, no JPJ, no Colton Miller. When all these guys get healthy, I'm telling you, I've been pounding this drum for months. Everybody's saying the Raiders are going to win 4 games, 5 games, 6 games. The over-under is like 6.5 or 5.5. Put your money on the over. We won 8 games last year with an Aiden O'Connell who's not nearly as good as this version of him, and Jimmy Garoppolo, Brian Hoyer combinations. 8 games. Our defense got better. Our offense got better. Antonio Pierce is getting better as a head coach. We have a real GM making selections. We will be just fine with either one of these. Now, if they come out and say Gardner's going to start, I will be slightly apprehensive, but I'm going to be all in 100% because this is my team. And even if I disagree with the decision making, I need to see it play out before I start complaining. Because right now I've hitched my wagon to Aiden O'Connell. Not in a I'm rooting for him way. It's I truly believe, and I feel like I broke that down pretty adequately in the film, that he's the better option of the two. And if it's razor thin this close, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, it has to go to Aiden. Because like I said in the recap video, Gardner's been in the league 4 or 5 years. He's had time to figure out the speed of the game. Aiden's had 9 games. And they're already like this. That means that Gardner's not going to get that much better. And that Aiden can only get better. You see what I'm saying? So, I hope you liked the little film session. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Last thing I'll say, and I've been saying this a lot with both of these two, especially after this game, and we'll see how we're feeling about after the Dallas game. Maybe they both play terribly. I think either way we could win 10 games. And that's something I didn't think I'd be able to say. We actually have 2 capable quarterbacks. If one goes down or if one doesn't play well, we'll just throw the other one in there. So we'll see what happens. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Discord, free. Link in the description below. Join it. We're talking all the time. It's a big group chat. Patreon, patreon.com/ALLaBorde Raiders. It's like a YouTube membership program. $5 a month. Or you could just do it once, sign up, and then leave, and you never have to do it again. You get exclusive content. You get your name at the end of the credits. You get bonus coverage. You get videos early, days in advance. I'm recording this on a Sunday night. I don't know if this is going up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I have no idea. And please be sure to subscribe. It is free after all, no charge to you. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.